And welcome back to the Heart of Chaos. I'm Avier once again, and I welcome you back to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we made our way through to the Water Dragon Pharaon. Had to do a bit of side questing in order to help her out, and most of it was cut out because it was all backtracking and the audio was glitchy. We also then took a very long break to celebrate my new purchase of Jak and Daxter, the Jak and Daxter HD collection, a game from my childhood. But now, with the celebration of E3, today having been the reveal of the new Zelda game for the Wii U, as well as a lot of footage for Hyrule Warriors, I should probably state that I'm in a very big Zelda mood, and in a great mood overall. I kind of feel a little crappy physically, but as a person and emotionally, I feel so great, and I really want to record. So, without further ado, why don't we get this dungeon started? Welcome to the Ancient Cistern, my favorite dungeon in The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. So fitting that it would be so close to the Lanayru mining facility, which I would consider my least favorite dungeon, and for good reason after those specific recordings of mine. So, first thing you'll notice is that there's a lot of water. This is what I would consider the water temple of Skyward Sword. Now, I should probably start the video off by saying, I don't hate the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time, and actually, as a matter of fact, it is my favorite dungeon in Ocarina of Time. Many people have looked at me with disdain and wondering if I was a masochist when saying that, but no, I just happen to really like that dungeon. Anyway, before we even jump into the water, if we go ahead and make our way over to the right, we have a lever here we can go ahead and pull, leading us into a new room. You don't necessarily have to go into the water until you're ready, but why don't we go ahead and enter this room. My memory on this dungeon will actually be a little fuzzy. Mostly because it's been quite a long time since I've actually done this dungeon. In fact, it's been a long time since I've played Skyward Sword, mainly because I was doing Jak and Daxter and focusing so hard on that. So, with that, I should probably stop mentioning Jak and Daxter, actually, that's probably important. Anyway, if we go over here, there is a Skulltula. He's evil, and we can get him down by cutting his webs. Right? There we go. Simple upward strike and a downward spiral. Wonderful. Over here next, we have to get this other Skulltula. Same tactic. They're not difficult to kill as long as you keep your cool. Let's go ahead and make our way forward. And now, this particular puzzle is one that stumped me a lot, and it's actually one of the puzzles I don't like about this dungeon, but it's here. Strike the gemstone pointing in 4 directions wisely. The way will open for the one who knows the temple's secret order. Now, you can find out the secret order by going into the first room. I believe it's left, right, down, up. Left, right, up, down? Nope. It's actually been quite a while. I actually will have to go and find the temple's secret order, which actually, I won't lie, in my practice file, when I played this game back when, and for fun, I got the order right on every consecutive playthrough past my first one. I actually, sadly enough, don't remember how to get the order of the temple, which is a terrible thing, but nonetheless a bad thing. So let's go ahead and make our way up. Riding this, water spout will lead you up this level, allowing you to jump back down. You still silly Deku Baba thinking you can kill me. You are wrong. Okay, let's go ahead and jump down here. Another thing I should probably state while I kind of missed and love recording Skyward Sword on my Wii U is that my PS3 isn't blaringly loud while I record. I was actually noticing a lot of more audio spikes when I was doing other series for the PS3, and that was because I went the wrong way, and we can't come up here yet. It's because the PS3 was so loud, and I ended up talking louder, but on the Wii U, I don't have to. It's nice and quiet. So, you might be noticing that now we actually do have to go into the water to figure out the temple's secret order. I do believe, though, if we hop over here, there is a stone tablet that we can read. Carved into the great statue are inscriptions of gratitude. They revealed the secret order of this temple. First the back, then the rear, then the back of the right hand, and finally the back of the left hand. Alright, so let's go to the back of the statue then, which should be right over here. Unless the hands are over here. Nope, the hands are not here. Alright, so we're in the back. At least I believe we are. And there's silly little pufferfish. You guys just mind your own business. Now, if I'm in the back, I'm near the back. So somewhere under here is going to be the secret order. Actually, that's the hand. So I'm messing this up royally, and I gravely apologize for that. It again has been quite a while. So that's one side of things, but we want to be in the back, and there it is. So first is up, so then the rear, so that's down here. And if this is, I believe down is nope. Up, down, left, right then? Back of the right hand, back of the left hand. So let's go over and make our way over to the hands in the front of the cistern. First the right, so that's the left hand. Do not reach for those rupees, you cannot obtain them, and you will merely be crushed. That's one hand, that's still the left hand. So we want the back of the right hand. So let's see. Can I see it this way, or do I actually have to get crushed? It's a little mean, game. Aha! It's left. Up, down, left, right. That's what it is. Okay. So now that we know that secret order, I'll meet you back over at that, oh my god, stop with the disorienting spinning. Motion control sometimes. Okay. So now that we know the order, I will go ahead and meet you over in that secret room. Okay, so we're back in this room. So let's go ahead and activate this secret room. Up, down, left, right. Sweet. So now that the lock is gone, a very unique lock only in this dungeon, let's go ahead and open this door and make our way into the next room. You'll notice that it's very much similar in the other room with these lily pads. Jumping with any major amount of force will flip the lily pads over. And when they're flipped over, you'll notice that there is a sort of spiny piece on the end, on the other end. Hitting that will hurt you if that is not obvious. You will need the item of the dungeon in order to flip the lily pads over the other way. You're kind of in the way, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna actually cut your web over here and drown you. Okay. And oh, okay, we didn't actually even need to come up here. So let's go ahead and pop up here. I do believe that flipping over the specific lily pads won't actually hurt you. Oh hey, look, a wall tool. Can I kill him? Yeah, I can. Woo! Killing them is always the best. This specific one over here, you want to go ahead and jump on and flip, because doing that will reveal a passageway you couldn't get into earlier. So let's go ahead and start swimming down here. Follow the path of the red rupee. Just a simple spin dash will break over all this wood. Be careful, spin dashing does get rid of your air. And if you if you run out of air, you still have your hearts that will allow you to. Why am I not going up? Oh, do I have to spin dash up there? It's a little awkward. No. My god. Fine. We'll go over here, then turn around, and then spin up here. There we go. Wow, it really has been a long time since I've done this. Okay, so now that we've made it on this side, we can go ahead and open this treasure chest. I wonder what's inside. A small key. This key will open up a locked door that you can only use it in the area. Yep, but keeping on the traditions of you can't take small keys outside of dungeons. I do believe that was in the original Legend of Zelda, but and perhaps Zelda 2. It's been quite a while since I played those games too. That mechanic was in there, but ever since A Link to the Past and Further, you can't take keys to other dungeons because that's a game-breaking mechanic. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our way over to the front of the temple again, or the cistern. I'm going to call them temples because it does tend to keep the theme of temples, and let's face it, I'm spoiled by Ocarina of Time, which called all the dungeons after you were a child temples, but I won't get into that because I do intend to let's play Ocarina of Time to completion one of these days, and I would prefer to keep things fresh. Alright, so looking up, you might notice that at the top there is a door with a lock. That's where we ultimately want to get to. Master, I have taken the liberty to confirm that a door is located at the uppermost section of this statue. The lock is unfamiliar to me. Thank you, Fee. With that, we're going to have to jump all the way down here, and what do you know? We get a mini boss fight. Now, this isn't just a recolor of the stealth boss, no. You'll see in a minute. But this version of the stealth boss is more difficult than the last one we fought in... Ow. Ow! God damn it. It is more difficult than the one we fought inside of the Skyview Temple. Alright, no, stop with the swinging. It's gonna take a while to get used to Zelda combat while commentating again. I got so used to it back then. Anyway, it really... Don't flurry your attacks because it only gets more difficult. Now, Phase 2. In Phase 2, he has 4 swords. You get it. 4 swords. This is Zelda title. Get my humor! Anyway, with that, you only have 1 point of entry where your sword will actually be able to do actually be able to hit him. Bouncing your sword off of his attacks is only going to get him mad, and then he'll actually kind of swing at you. And when he gets that opportunity, he'll take 2 swings. Only one of them will hit you, though. I don't know why he has 2 swings instead of just doing more damage, because I guess you can dodge one and not dodge the other, but I feel you'll always be out of his range if you manage to dodge the first attack. But that's just me. I may be rambling. But, he does get faster, and you have less and less time. Once his helmet comes off, which is a really neat detail, he's not going to give you any leeway. If you don't swing fast enough, he's going to hit. Stop. And as you see, his sword attacks are more faster. Of course I would say that. Stop with your... You're not a difficult boss. And I wouldn't even call you a boss. You're just an enemy. Ow. Alright, note to self. Don't undermine enemies. Ow. I wasn't even in his range. This is pathetic. Now he's dead. That was a pathetic display. Absolutely pathetic. I want to go cry. I really do. Luckily for me, they have hearts and skulls. Because that's where the heart is located. Simple anatomy, simple science. If the heart is located in the skull, the brain is in the chest. Not sure why anybody would have any problems with that anatomy. Disclosure. So let's go ahead and open this door. Walk inside. Notice a treasure chest after fighting a mini-boss. I wonder what it could be! Open it up and you get... the whip. Attached to the end of the whip is a strange glowing sphere of light that can latch on to various things. If you see something you can't reach, target it with Z and swing the Wii remote to snag it with your whip. Snap! Snap, son! Continuing the theme of the cartoonier Zelda titles, having a whip. And this is a really neat item. You can actually use it also on enemies to go ahead and steal things. But we'll get into that when we have more enemies. It's mostly a stunning tool, though, as well as our mechanic to get back up. Pulling on that little switch will allow this water spout to bring us back up like an elevator. And in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we're going to take that water spout up. See where it leads us. Have another chaotic reunion. And I hope you enjoyed our return to Skyward Sword. I'll see you all next time.